Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Man open is Robinson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
This is caught. And he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Cook. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pickett throwing again on second down.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. James Cook running back out now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And Cook has it, left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Touchdown! Allen Robinson. from 8 yards out.
And the Caps are an extra point away from evening this one up.
If you understand the tendencies of defensive backs in certain areas, you use them against them. In this case, they don't want you to have the slant route. So you run the fade and you throw it to the corner.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's got it up and through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he's brought down. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
The 20. A solid stiff arm. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
Toward the pylon. Caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Lawrence from his end zone.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Mason Rudolph, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pickett back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett.
The open man here, Renfro. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Now Pickett. Pass out left finds Johnston.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Here's Pickett. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. They They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Renfro brings it in on the comebacker.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Pickett.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Right side, he has Johnston.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
13 yards. First down.
Now Lawrence.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Boston's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
First down, pass.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. The open man here, run throw.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Complete right side to Hyatt. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Now Pickett. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Austin's offense ready to go again. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They run the counter with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Pickett going to bootleg it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Caught outright by Renfro. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10.
Here's Lawrence, able to find Jones.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They come up now on second and 2. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
He's back to throw.
Finding Kelsey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10.
Cook up the gut.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So here are visitors to take over on offense.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we?
All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Trying with Pickett here on third down.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. The last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Man open, here's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Cook again.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy, but the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Austin, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.